All right, in this video, I just wanted to get you prepped up for part two of the data analytics project. A couple things you might want to check on your workbook. This is the solution file. I'm not going to go over all the details, but inside, as you learn, you should already have this this rubric made available to you. So if you wanted to go through as you learn and kind of look through each component of the rubric, and then figure out what you might be missing. So just keep in mind that this is how you're going to be graded. Let me show you a few things that you should be able to check on your own. Okay. The first thing that I want you to be able to do is make sure that you have all 7 of these properly used with formulas. So notice that total sales, total cost, total profits, month, day, year, and even quarter are all included in my data tab. Okay. Now, one thing that I want to share with you is, so we're talking about these particular columns. One of the things that I've done is I've made sure that my data set has stayed pretty well intact, right? So the first thing is that everything from column A to column J is the original data set, and then everything to the right is the new columns that I've calculated. Okay. So make sure that you have that in place, because without those properly in place, then you're going to have issues. The other thing to make sure of, and of course this is my working file, but this is what it should look like, but make sure that you also are going to be using the proper formulas in these areas. Okay, and what those look like is this. So the key things that you're going to want to know of is that you're using average, median, standard S, max. Here you have a formula, not a function, and then of course you're using these functions. Right, and this should obviously go from left to right, and then of course make sure that you're using the appropriate column as well. Right, so I think all of those things together should help you make sure that you're in good position to be ready to start item 2. Also, in this particular example, if you notice here, I have an error. Right, I'm showing that I have 2998. And that is because I didn't go through this example yet and replace all the solds. So one of the things that I need to do here is go ahead and make sure that all of my my fields are properly done. If you haven't done that yet, then you haven't finished your assignment. Also in the date column, what you'll have to do is do a find and replace. For everything that says NA, you need to replace it with September 1st, 2012. So I'm going to first find all. I can see I have 4 replacements. Replace all. I make sure they're all done. So I come back to my descriptives, and now I can see that this has been corrected. So that's one way of auditing your worksheet to make sure that you're ready to go. And of course, here is my note from my previous instruction videos. So technically, I won't need this anymore. Right, but that you shouldn't have that anyway. So your worksheet should be good to go if you have these values properly using the proper formulas and functions, and of course if you have the proper formulas and functions here, and of course all of these values here are all equal to 3000. Okay, good luck with part 2.